Hello everyone. Today's topic, all of this. So, thought I'd put together a compilation of random things, questions, concerns, information concerning this junk on my head. Just in case you're wondering. Because questions may arise someday. So I thought I'd just answer them all right here, right now, because I don't think it's going to change. So, number one, size. Now the size, not necessarily of all of it, but of my individual clumped together curls, I'd consider that to be, or them to be small. About the size of a pencil. So if you can imagine, this is about the width, diameter, what would you say, of my curls. About that. I know there's a whole bunch of them. So, small is what I consider them. Pencil. Next, the number, if you follow that whole hair typing blah blah blah, it would be 3C back here in the nape area. The curls here, interestingly enough, they're looser, they're more spirally, but they shrink up more. I don't know how that makes any sense, but it's just the way they are. They're looser, they feel softer, smoother, texture-wise. So yeah, I'd consider those 3C. And everything else 4A, basically. So just a whole bunch of S curls, and then this crown area is the thickest, hardest to detangle section ever in my life. But it's life. Next is density. Density, if you did not know, is how many individual strands are within a square inch, however much area on the head. And mine would be thick, or highly densely packed is what they are. There's a whole bunch of hairs in a very small amount of area. Since I have a large head, that's a large area, just think of all the many hairs that are on this head. So yeah, very dense. There's a lot of this. Next is texture. Now texture refers to the overall feeling or sensation you have when you rub your hair in between your fingers, I guess. So mine is coarse, very coarse. It's always been coarse. It's coarse when it was permed. It was coarse, well, it was coarse when I was little and natural. It was coarse when I was little and permed. It was coarse when I was older and permed. It was coarse when I was older and natural. It's coarse now that it's colored. So it just always stays, which is why a lot of the times permed hair or relaxed hair, whatever, doesn't work out for us because our hair is still coarse. It's not silky. I mean, sometimes people have silky hair and it kind of looks natural to have it straight, but most of the time if you have coarse hair like me, straight hair just doesn't work. It doesn't. Let's just be real. Next is porosity. So, I have high porosity hair, which means that it's easier for moisture to, but it's also easier for moisture to get out. It takes forever to dry. And yeah, it's just dry in because of that, and it's just drier in general, so it needs even more moisture than people with low or normal porosity. And it's not because I colored my hair that I have high porosity. It's because I've always just had high porosity hair. When I was younger, I knew something was just different, because my hair still took forever to dry. Not as long now, but it took a little bit of time. And whenever I went over to my friend's place and their parents smoked or anything like that, I'd come home and my hair would stink like smoke. So I just know that my hair, highly porous, which means it can absorb not only moisture but smells in the area around. So that can get kind of annoying, but it's life. I don't have to steam or anything, so that's nice. Okay, so color. As you can see here, it is quite light in the front. I'd say honey blondish, caramel kind of color going on. And in this middle section, it's more of a reddish cinnamony, lightish auburn, and then in the back, this isn't black. This is a very, very dark auburn color. Length. As you can see, it's cut into layers. So they kind of, you know, shorter up here and get longer and blah, blah, blah. But my longest back here is like almost cross strap, which is my goal, or was my original goal, you know what I'm saying? But it's almost there. But since it's layered, you know, they're not all gonna catch up until, I don't know, next year sometime, whatever. So yeah, that's length, I guess. I'd consider it medium length. Shape, like I said, with the whole length, is this rounded shape. If I'm wearing a wash and go or a fro, it'll be round. It won't be hexagonal, or, you know, it won't be any of that. It'll just be round. Okay, the Temperament. She's very temperamental, let's say. When I had just natural black hair, I had a hair hated protein. Now that she is no longer without color, she has to have protein, but still prefers moisture, so there has to be a balance. I can never do just a complete full-on protein treatment. I never tried it, but I'm not gonna do it. So I have to have a mixture of the protein and the moisturizing in my deep conditioner and overall routine. So that's how I keep my hair strong as well as moisturized and healthy. Because I definitely need that, 'cause, you know, color, so it's kind of been weakened over time. And then shrinkage. When I'm wearing a wash and go, my shrinkage is about 70%, I'd say. As you saw, I stretched my hair out pretty far. It shrinks up to like here. I'll link down videos of that and you'll see. And this hair shrinks up here. It just overall shrinks. So it's kind of annoying. It's kind of really annoying if you just want to wear your curls and show off some of the length that you have. But it's life. It's curly hair. It's natural. Gonna happen. Yeah, so I'm trying at this moment to find a way to stretch them without having to do a twist out, braid out, bantu, blah, blah, blah. I'll get back to you guys on that if that's possible. Because I know people with looser curls, it's like easy for you to pineapple or to just put it in a bun. And, you know, for us with tighter, coarse, kinkier hair, it's just really not that easy. You have to find magical unicorns over the rainbow to try and find a way to stretch this junk out and still maintain the curl. Like, it's really hard. I'm gonna try it. So that's basically all of my hair info.